Have you ever wondered who was on whose side during World War II? My name is Eli.
And my name is Nathan, and we will be talking about the alliances formed during World War II, more specifically, an alliance called the Big Four.
The Big Four was an alliance comprised of four countries: the United States, China, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union. They joined up together against Germany and their allies.
From one of our other sources that stem from our primary source, the Avalon Project Journal, we learned more about the Moscow Conference, which was a conference where the Big Four joined forces. The journal article stated that during the Moscow Conference of the Foreign Ministers in October and November of 1943, the United States, Britain, China, and the Soviet Union had signed a four-power declaration whose fourth point called for the creation of a general international organization designed to promote international peace and security.
There was a smaller alliance formed before the Big Four between Poland, the United Kingdom, and France, that the latter two would come to Poland's aid if it were invaded by Germany. They made this alliance because Germany had been threatening to attack Poland very frequently at this time. This alliance being formed was sort of an invitation to many others, because on September 1st, 1939, the United Kingdom and France fulfilled their promise, declaring war against Germany on September 3rd due to Germany attacking Poland. About five or more of the independent British dominions joined either that same day or just a few days following the attack.
With France surrendering on June 22nd, 1940, the United Kingdom and its former colonies were effectively the only allies in action for over a year from mid-1940 to mid-1941. On December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor was attacked by Japanese forces. This angered the United States, which caused tension between them and the Axis powers. Germany then declared war on the United States on December 11th, 1941. A couple of weeks later, the Arcadia Conference was held in Washington, D.C. from December 22nd to January 14th. This conference took place due to the attack on Pearl Harbor, which was the first major meeting between the United Kingdom and the United States, leading the United States to join the war and later also joining the alliance with the United Kingdom and Soviet Union.
From our primary source, another journal article comprised of peer-reviewed articles into a book talked about how the Big Four used to be the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and France. This changed when France surrendered to Germany on June 22nd, 1940, and when Japan joined the war on September 27th, 1940. China was already a part of the World War II since 1937, but they became a more prominent army and alliance when Japan joined forces with Germany, which led to China replacing France's place in the Big Four.
The Big Four used many strategic ways to defeat the Axis powers. What they did that was most effective was cutting off the supplies to Germany and bombing important parts of Germany and Axis powers, which made them weak and vulnerable. This led to the defeat of the Axis powers in 1945. The strategies used by the Allied powers came from the United Kingdom. They wanted to take a more cautious route compared to the United States, who wanted to go head on with Germany. The United Kingdom had more war experience compared to the United States, so that is why they used their attack strategies.
The Yalta Conference, February 4th through the 11th of 1945, was another major World War II conference of the three chief Allied leaders from the Big Four: Franklin D. Roosevelt of the United States, Prime Minister Winston Churchill of the United Kingdom, and Premier Joseph Stalin of the Soviet Union. They all met at Yalta in Crimea to plan the final defeat and occupation of Nazi Germany. Germany would then be divided up into different zones to be monitored by those three chief Allied leaders. This was one of the major conferences of World War II because it was the planning for the end of the war, which was soon after successful.
Thank you for listening to our podcast on the Big Four alliances of World War II.